Why is it important for Mississippi patients to have safe access to medical cannabis? That's what we'll discuss today on MCPATV. I want to thank Stephanie Gray for coming out and sharing her journey with us today on MCPATV. I've gotten to know Stephanie and her husband over the past few months, and she has such an incredible story, and she's been through so very much in the past years, and I just felt really compelled that I wanted Stephanie to be one of our patients to share her story with us today. And so, Stephanie, kind of talk to me and tell me a little bit about your story and what all has gone on with you over the years with cancer.
Yeah, so in August of 2019, I was diagnosed with a rare form of liver cancer. It was a 8-centimeter tumor that was on my liver. And I just woke up in the middle of the night hurting really bad, went to the ER here, and then after 2 days they diagnosed me with cancer. So at that point you go and tell the family and the kids, and it's tough. Mm-hmm. And I was in a lot of pain, hurting really bad, and so my local oncologist decided that they couldn't handle me here because it's so rare, and they just don't see very many patients with, it's called cholangiocarcinoma. Okay. So they sent me to the Mayo Clinic, and so I go back and forth to the Mayo Clinic to get my treatments. Mm-hmm. And I have had 3 cancer surgeries. The first one, they did a liver resection, and they removed 80% of my liver. Wow. I was on chemo, and they put you on all these steroids, all these drugs, which aren't good for the liver. Then I had another cancer diagnosis a year after that, so 2021, it came back in my lung, still cholangiocarcinoma that had spread to the lungs. So back through surgeries again, all the pain, all the drugs, and then just 6 weeks ago, I had my third cancer surgery, which is another lung resection. It came back in the other lung. So,
oh, gosh, Stephanie, I'm so sorry. You've been through so very much. And let me ask you this: have you thought about how medical cannabis could potentially help you through some of maybe the chemo? The process and the different things that you have to go through. Would have you or your family thought about that? Would that be an option?
Yes. From the beginning, I wanted to do or try something because they put me on morphine, Dilaudid, all the really hardcore drugs that are so tough on the liver. And I don't like the way they make me feel. I want another option, and now we get to have an option here. And so I'm grateful for that, and I'm ready to see how that's going to benefit me and others. Mm-hmm.
Well, we often see and hear of stories of patients who are going through chemo treatments and that make them so nauseated and so sick, and it hinders their progress because it makes them, sometimes to where they can't keep the medications that are supposed to help them down, or they have to slack off on the treatment so that they can regain their strength. And so we know that medical cannabis has helped thousands and thousands of patients across the country be able to cope and deal better with their chemo treatments and the many other forms of treatments that patients do get to help rid their body of those horrible cancers. And so you've already gone through some chemo. How did that affect you? What symptoms did you have?
Yeah, so chemo gave me a lot of pain in my bones. Like my bones would ache. I would, get up at night and just be hurting, and my husband would have to help me just get around. And they put you on a lot of steroids to try to keep food down, to try to keep you from being nauseous and give you nausea medication, but it doesn't always work for everyone. Mm-hmm. So physicians want an option for their patients, until now, they weren't able to do that.
Yeah.
So
that's right. And with medical cannabis, there's so many different ways that patients can take it, and sometimes an inhaled form, especially when you are so horribly nauseated and you're vomiting, you can't keep, say, an edible or a pill down. So that is, and I can testify because I saw it with my own son, because he had horrible nausea and vomiting, but he was able to do an inhaled form of medical cannabis, and that gave him relief within really just a minute or two. And then he was able to eat and get the nutrition that his body needed to be able to fight the illness that he had. And so, and I think that that's really critical for our patients who have cancer and who are going through chemo. Your body has to be nourished. And, chemo is in there. It is fighting and doing everything it can to kill that cancer, but it also it does wreak havoc on the body. So it's so wonderful to me to see that, our Mississippi patients like you, a cancer survivor, but you're somebody that's having a battle, and I can't imagine what you're going through, and it hurts my heart to see you have to continue to battle this, but you're a trooper and you're a fighter. And in a few months, you're going to be able to have medical cannabis to help you get through these treatments and to help you potentially fight this horrible cancer. And you're going to be a survivor from here on out. And we're so excited and can't wait to see that.
Yes.
And we are here for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
I'm just looking forward to being able to start with the medical cannabis. I need another option. I need something else to help me with the anxiety that comes along with it. And that's one thing that they don't tell you a whole lot about is, I wake up every day fighting and stressing, okay, my birthday's coming up. I'm going to make the next birthday. And it's always on your mind, or you want to plan a trip and you're like, gosh, I hope I make it till February to be able to go on that trip, and I believe that this would also help with that, help me get some rest. And, if I have to go back on chemo, I'm starting to now, when I have my surgeries, I'm starting to get nauseous, and the nausea medicine is not working. They tried 2 or 3 different ones at Mayo, and it just doesn't help. So
you've even had to go to the Mayo Clinic, and that's seen as a shining star of cancer treatment facilities across the country and if not the world. And you've been through so much, and at such a young age too. And but you know what? You've got many more years to come. We're going to be praying for you, and that God is going to heal your body. And we are just so thankful that He has given us medical cannabis to help you get through this treatment and to prolong your life. And we are here for you along the way.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to MCPATV. For more information about the Mississippi Cannabis Patients Alliance, please go to our website. Follow us on social media and share this informative video with your friends and family. We thank you again for tuning in to MCPATV.